This presentation will focus on the social media campaign called Racebending, which also uses the hashtag AAW. It spawned as a response to the movie called The Last Airbender seen advertised here. And to understand what it's really about, we have to start at the beginning. The Last Airbender is based on a Nickelodeon cartoon called Avatar: The Last Airbender. The main character is Aang, who lives in a world where people called Benders possess the powers to control the four elements, being fire, water, wind, and earth. After being successful on the Nickelodeon network for some time, M. Night Shyamalan directed the movie spin-off called The Last Airbender. It received very poor reviews from critics and fans alike, and fans started a backlash against Shyamalan's movie, saying that it departed too strictly from the series. The main issue that they had, though, was a casting issue. In the movie, all of the protagonists were white, where the original characters in the animated series varied in race and ethnicity. The only exception in the movie of a non-white actor was the villain, who was Indian. As a response to this, fans decided to come up with the term racebending to refer to how characters of varying ethnicities and races suddenly became white in the movie. And the hashtag AAW was used to describe Aang ain't white. The fan backlash continued through various online forums, including this user on Yahoo Answers. I think this sucks, not because being non-white is necessarily central to some of the characters', character, but because it's not like there aren't non-white actors available who are talented and able to play them, so you might as well stay true to the original. Unfortunately, this happens very often. This phenomena, she says, occurs very often, is called Hollywood whitewashing, a term that has now come to refer to the entertainment industry's attempt at making ethnic characters more appealing to the white money-spending masses by making exotic characters less ethnic and more white. Daily Show correspondent and American actor Asif Manvi talks about this on a CNN interview. He describes how, because most of the movie-going market is Caucasian, film directors and producers want them to identify with white actors. They feel that they will identify with the heroes more, and therefore go out and spend their money to see their movies. He also says that if this trend continues, it's reinforcing an over 50-year-old trope that being white is normal and being anything else is not. A bad thing to reinforce to young children. One of the examples that the Urban Dictionary definition cites is the Street Fighter Legend of Chun-Li movie. Based on the video game series Street Fighter, Chun-Li is a Chinese international agent who was played by a white actress in the movie. Also in the movie, the lead character, who was of some Asian descent, was portrayed by a full-blooded Irishman. So that brings up the real issue of what Avatar fans have a problem with: Hollywood whitewashing. It's not because their particular series and favorite fandom was ruined by the white casting. It was because this was the latest and most severe example of a long-standing issue. Jake Gyllenhaal played the lead role in the Prince of Persia movie from a few years ago. The movie is also based off of a video game series, in which the lead character, the prince, is of Persian descent. And it does not take a genius to figure out that Jake Gyllenhaal is not of Persian descent. He is white, where the lead actor shouldn't be. Rather than just role casting in movies, whitewashing also occurs in the magazine field. Gabby Sidibe, known for her lead role in Precious in 2009, is pictured here on the right in her normal state, where on the left, Photoshop and other photo manipulation tools were used to make her skin appear lighter. And this is not an isolated incident, as Beyoncé in a L'Oreal ad was also whitewashed, with her skin becoming lighter. The movie The Dictator, starring Sacha Baron Cohen, was based around a Middle Eastern dictator who was supposed to play off the tropes of Saddam Hussein and Gaddafi and others. Sacha Baron Cohen, however, is white, and therefore physically does not fit the role very well. It's not that there were a lack of Middle Eastern actors who would be willing to play the role, it's that white audiences, the main moviegoers, would identify more and laugh more at a white actor. And the most offensive example is Mickey Rooney playing a Japanese man in the film Breakfast at Tiffany's. Mickey Rooney's portrayal of Mr. Yunioshi has led to decades worth of commentary and offense at his portrayal of the role. In closing, the problem with the race-bending and hashtag AAW campaign is not against their movie and their show alone. They only use it as a vehicle to launch forward their campaign against Hollywood whitewashing as a whole.